Okay, I see some new faces, so I have to say up front, no police and no reporters. Everybody? Dude.
Me?
You're wearing ACN credentials.
Yeah, that was, pretty stupid. My name is Neal Sampat, and I'm with ACN, and I'd love to observe the meeting.
No journalists, no exceptions.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Question?
Why wouldn't you want to get the word out about the sit-in on the 17th?
I'm John, and we don't call it a sit-in.
Why wouldn't you want to get the word out?
We do, we just don't need your help to do it.
We want to make sure, no offense, our message is clear before it's distorted by the press.
Your message was clear in the email blast. You want private money out of politics.
We may want more
We
than
do
that.
want more than that.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
are you in charge?
My name's Shelley, and no one's in charge.
The findings were bleak.
It's not that she's not interested. She's just waiting for it to happen, and I'd rather get in on the ground floor.
She doesn't like ground floors?
She doesn't think there's going to be a second floor.
That's all right.
I still don't have your last name.
I'm Shelley Wexler. I'm a PhD candidate in anthropology at NYU, where I also teach.
Is this your first experience with activism?
When I was a minor, I was arrested in Seattle at the WTO protests.
By minor, you mean you
Not coal, minor, under 18.
were... Okay, were you involved in Seattle? Were you involved in the...
In the violence? No. I'm nonviolent, as is Occupy Wall Street.
On September 17th, we want to see 20,000 flood into Lower Manhattan, set up tents, kitchens, peaceful barricades, and occupy Wall Street. Then what?
We stay until our demands are met. The arrest and prosecution of the people responsible for the crash, the formation of a presidential commission to investigate corruption in politics, the ratification of a constitutional amendment outlawing the legal designation of corporate personhood.
You're going to sleep in a park until a constitutional amendment is ratified by 3/4 of the states.
We mean business, Neil.
What's with the hand signals?
It's a Quaker tradition and a peaceful way of maintaining order when your movement has no leaders.
Doesn't a movement need leaders?
We believe in a horizontal structure.
Are you worried that the horizontal structure is going to give power to people who shouldn't have it?
You mean Joel and John?
Shelley, you started off with one clear and not unreasonable demand, and now you've got like 14 of them, including arresting Bear Stearns and the Lehman Brothers.
You doing a story or giving advice?
I haven't been assigned a story, so I'm giving advice. And you can't have a protest unless the media's covering it.
The media's gonna cover it, but they're gonna cover the drum circles and crunchy uninformed college kids yelling at the earners, who coincidentally are the same guys running Time Warner News Corp and AWM. You don't have the patience for complicated things.
I do.
Then why do you take Wall Street bullshit like limited government seriously? You and I, God and everybody knows that the banks couldn't survive until lunch without zero-interest loans from the government and bailouts when they bet a hard 8 and lose. There's straight-up fraud, and you covered Casey Anthony.
In our defense, we were the last ones to do that.
That's a lame defense. Where was Will McAvoy when Goldman sold its clients mortgage-related securities without disclosing that the hedge fund manager who chose the mortgages was betting on them to fail? Or when Citigroup sold its clients a mortgage fund with securities it knew would fail so the banks could bet against its customers? Citigroup made $160 million off its investors losing $700 million. I expect I'll see your cameras the first time girls go wild, but until then, frankly, I just don't trust you to get a fucking story anywhere close to right, especially one with distractions.
I want this to succeed.
And you're on the wrong side of the camera.
Sooner or later, you're going to want us. Go back to one clear message, or you guys are going to be a joke.
You can bring that up at the next meeting. I'll show you the hand signal.